Hello friends, today we will see the requirements of a function in quantum mechanics. In quantum mechanics, the quantity will concern mainly quantum mechanics mainly deals with the quantity is nothing but what here the wave function, and it is represented by the symbol psi here. So what is the wave function? Whenever the particle is in motion, wave system is associated with it, and the quantity which undergoes the periodic changes and which is responsible for the de Broglie's wave is known as the wave function we are knowing here. And to arrive at the result consistent with the physical observations here, some conditions are imposed on the wave function in quantum mechanics. So it must be, the first condition is that here it must be well behaved. The psi must be, the first condition is nothing but psi must be well behaved function, well behaved function. It is well behaved function or the acceptable wave function. Acceptable wave function. So in quantum mechanics, this wave function must be well behaved or the acceptable wave function. The any function psi is said to be well behaved or the acceptable wave function if these conditions are satisfied. The first condition, it must be single value. It must be what here? The single valued function. This is one. It must be single valued function. The second, it must be finite. It must be continuous. It must be continuous. It must be continuous. The third one is nothing but here. It must be finite. It must be what here? The finite here. The fourth one is nothing but here. It must not have the value infinite. It must not have the value infinite at any point here. So these are, also the fifth one is nothing but the partial derivatives of that wave function with respect to x, that is delta psi divided by delta x here, or delta psi divided by delta y along y direction, or the delta psi divided by delta z here, must also be, all these partial derivatives must be single value. It must be single valued, continuous. It also must be continuous, and the third one is nothing but finite. When the function satisfy all these conditions are said to be what here? The well behaved or the acceptable wave function. So in quantum mechanics, wave function must be well behaved or the acceptable wave function. Now, in order to see the details of this is, consider the graph of like this. If suppose here is wave function, here is nothing but wave function we will plot, and here is nothing but x, suppose in case of one dimensional case, and here the graph is like this. Suppose if graph is found to be equal to like this, then this function is not allowed. This is because if this is the wave function or this is the wave plot of psi versus x, then at particular value, if suppose at x is equal to, we will say like this, if suppose x is equal to 1, say here, x is equal to 1, then corresponding to this, we should have the single value. But here we are getting, corresponding to x is equal to 1, we are getting the value of psi is equal to here also. So we are getting here the multiple values of the psi corresponding to single value of what here? The x. So corresponding to x is equal to 1, we are getting multiple values of the psi, and which is not allowed. So such a function is not allowed in quantum mechanics. So the function must be single valued. But in this case, it is observed that here the psi has multi-valued at particular point. It is not allowed. So such a function is not allowed in quantum mechanics. So we will say here, suppose this is the wave function psi along y direction, here is suppose along x direction, and the function is like this. If suppose the function is like this, is seen that another condition is that it must be continuous. Here the wave is continuous but not single value. So this function or the wave is not allowed in quantum mechanics. The other condition, it must be continuous. It is seen that there is discontinuity in the wave. It is not continuous, and this such a wave is also not allowed because it is discontinuous. It is what here? The discontinuous wave, particularly discontinuous wave, and so this is also not allowed in the quantum mechanics. If suppose here we will consider the another case, here we will consider the another case. If suppose this is the psi and here is nothing but xa here, and the wave is like this. Suppose the wave is like this, suppose, then in this case it is observed that it is single value, because at x is equal to value you are getting here the psi value, here you are getting, here you are getting, this is, so this wave is single value. It is second condition, it is continuous. It is continuous. So this condition is also satisfied. It is finite one. So at any value, it is finite. It is lies between like this. So it may be what here? The finite. Also it must not have the value infinite at any point. So it has all the finite values. Lies between these two ranges. For example, here is one range, here is one value. So it is lies between these. So you are getting finite values, not infinite. So also here the dabba psi by dabba x, the first derivative is nothing but what here? The dabba psi, change in y-axis divided by change in x-axis gives rise to slope of the graph. So for that we have to plot here. If suppose we will consider this, what is the value of dabba by dabba psi x? Here we have to draw the tangent and take the slope. For example, here we have to draw the tangent here and take the slope, and so on. So it is seen that this condition, it has also the same value, one value. So here is nothing but one value, means it is single value. So first derivative, first order differentiation of psi with respect to x, single value. It also the continuous. So each and every point you are getting so continuous and also the finite. So this wave satisfy all the criteria which are required for the well-behaved function or the acceptable wave function. So this is wave is correct in quantum mechanics. Suppose for example the another wave we will consider. For example, this is the wave function psi, here is nothing but x, and we will consider here the triangular wave like this. Here, if suppose this wave is continuous, here this is continuous, it is also single value. So each and every point you are getting the single value. So this condition is also satisfied. Finite, also it is seen that wave has the finite values. So all these conditions are satisfied. But here the last one condition is not satisfied, because here if we can plot the here the dabba psi by dabba x, so tangent we are getting here. So at this point we are getting the two values. Here is tangent can be particularly drawn at this point like this. So this point has the two values, multi values. So the first partial derivative should have also the single value, continuous and the finite. In that case also we are getting two values. So such a wave is not allowed here. So you might be got the idea regarding the well-behaved function and the acceptable wave function. Any function is said to be well-behaved or the acceptable if all those criteria are satisfied. It must be single valued, it must be continuous, it must be finite, it must not have the value infinite at any point here, and the partial derivative of the wave function with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z must also be single valued, continuous and the finite. When all criteria is satisfied in quantum mechanics, the wave function is like this. We will define in quantum mechanics, because the way in which the wave function is defined in quantum mechanics and the whole quantum mechanics is developed, that will depends on the wave function, and that wave function must be well-behaved or the acceptable wave function. This is one condition. Many conditions are imposed in quantum mechanics, out of which this is the one condition. Now the second condition here. So this is must be well-behaved or the acceptable wave function. The second condition is nothing but here, the wave function must be normalized. The second condition here, the wave function psi must be normalized, must be in quantum mechanics, this wave function must be normalized, normalized, normalized. Any function psi is said to be normalized if this condition is satisfied. Integration over all space, integration over all space here, and this psi, the wave function and its complex conjugate. The complex conjugate of any quantity can be obtained by replacing the imaginary factor. For example, if psi is equal to a plus bi, suppose ib, I is imaginary factor, this is complex quantity, then psi star can be obtained by replacing, this is a, by replacing the sign of imaginary factor only. So minus ib, this will comes and product comes out to be positive, we are knowing. So psi star is complex conjugate of this into dv here, and this must be equal to 1. What it represents in physical significance, we are knowing that the quantity, the product psi to psi star represents the probability of finding the particle in the space, and integral over all space gives rise to total probability of finding the particle, and that should be total probability always 1. It ranging from, its range is, probability range is 0 to 1 here. The range of the probability is 0 to 1 and the total probability is 1 here. So the wave function psi is said to be normalized if wave function, its complex conjugate dv is equal to 1, then the wave function is said to be normalized. So this is the condition of the normalized. So in quantum mechanics, this wave function, whatever we define, must be normalized. So integral over all space psi to psi star dv must comes out to be what here, the 1. So psi must be normalized. The third condition is nothing but here, it must be orthogonal. It must be what here, the psi must be orthogonal. This wave function psi must be orthogonal. Must be orthogonal. Orthogonal. So in order to define the orthogonality condition of the wave function, suppose here the psi1 and psi2 are the two wave functions associated with the moving particle. Suppose psi1 and psi2 are the two wave functions which gives the behavior of the wave associated with the moving particle here. Then these two wave functions are said to be orthogonal to each other over the interval EB, if these conditions are satisfied. Integral over the psi1, this wave function, and the complex conjugate of other into dv, this should be equal to 0 over the interval a to b, integral over a to b. So if this condition is satisfied, or integral over a to b psi2 now, psi2 and complex conjugate of first, that is psi1 star dv, this will be equal to 0. Then these two, this is the orthogonality condition. The two wave functions psi1 and psi2 are said to be orthogonal to each other if integral over a to b, interval ab to a to b, psi1 psi2 star dv is equal to 0, and psi2 and psi1 complex conjugate of psi1 dv is equal to 0. If these conditions are satisfied, then it is particularly the two wave functions psi1 and psi2 are said to be orthogonal with each other. This is third condition. In quantum mechanics, what are requirements? In quantum mechanics, wave must be well behaved or the acceptable. Second, psi must be normalized, and the psi must be orthogonal. And the fourth condition is psi must be, fourth condition, psi must be here, the must be orthonormal. The functions which are normalized and orthogonal, are said to be orthonormal functions. So in order to give the conditions for the orthonormal functions, if suppose the psi1 and the psi2 are the two functions here. Then well behaved function, suppose. Then the integral over psi1 into complex conjugate of that into dv, this will be equal to 1. Integral over wave function psi2 complex conjugate of again psi2 into dv, this is equal to 1, and these are called as what here? The normalized conditions. So it is the normalized conditions. Again, integral over interval a to b, here integral o a to b is the all space, here is nothing but all space. Integral over psi1 and the psi2 star dv, that should be equal to 0. Integral over a to b, here again the psi2 and psi1 star. Now this dv should be equal to 0. These are the orthogonal conditions. Orthogonal. These are orthogonal conditions. Orthogonal, and it is normalized. Normalized condition. Normalized. So the psi1 and psi2 are said to be orthonormal with each other if all these conditions are satisfied. These are normalized and these are orthogonal conditions. So the psi in quantum mechanics must be orthonormal. So these are the four conditions imposed on the wave function in quantum mechanics in order to get the proper results or the observable facts we are getting whenever the particle is moving. The physical parameters are its mass, its momentum, its energy, wave is associated with it. Wave parameters are the wavelength, its frequency, and all these parameters of the wave as well as parameters of the physical parameters of the particle can be also related, and we will see how that parameters are related in the next lecture. So only you have to remember that in quantum mechanics our wave function is different than that of the functions defined in mathematics. In conditions are imposed to get the proper results. The first, psi must be well behaved or the acceptable, psi must be normalized, psi must be orthogonal, and psi must be what here? Orthonormal. So these are the four conditions are imposed on the wave function in quantum mechanics. Okay.